everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Rams going up against the Steelers.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Rams going up against the Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and... up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Here we go now.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mason. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to churn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Mason. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Detroit! Here we go now. No. Jack, Patriot!
Mason. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Patriot! No, Jack, Patriot!
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Play clock winding down. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Garoppolo now. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Hundley. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing. Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The drive begins with Mason. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Good.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Terrell Basham able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Here we go now.
Play action. Garoppolo. And he's out of bounds, able to get it up right near the 25 to the 24. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed.
Super toe.
And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. back. Oh, a big hit. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on first down. And this one is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And take it right on the 30. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with...
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Now let's go.
Toss play to Mason. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Back that up, Philly.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. It's Mason. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down when you want 3. Get a little bit closer, making an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, Those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third and goal. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The Steelers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a third and goal here. Now they'll run it on the toss. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And Boswell's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. Wide open receiver complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Come on, let's go. 38. Ohio. 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 Here we go. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Throwing, Hundley. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Ohio. Ohio. Let's go. 38.
Back to throw here. Open man, it's Allen. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Let's go. Ohio. 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 Flex round. Flex round.
They'll set up a throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Ohio. Ohio. Come on, let's go. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Let's go.
23 yards on the play.
Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Ohio. Ohio.
On first down, it's Gurley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Let's go. Ohio. 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 Let's go.
Another carry now for Gurley. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Erickson. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Right near the 39. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. They'll look to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man on the crossing route. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Come on, let's go.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Let's get to it. These teams are out and ready to go. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And in. Complete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
They'll look to throw here on first down. A quick hitter complete. It's Erickson. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. He'll look to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Second down now after the incompletion. Throwing now, it's Garoppolo. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Terrell Basham in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Now let's go.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 54 yards. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the Steelers on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go. 1, 9.
He may try and run for this. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Manning. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Erickson. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him a gain of 38. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A good pickup there of 22. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
It's an end around. Tavon Austin. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo on the move to his left. And his pass incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And the Steelers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 14.
Now let's go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. 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 He's crashing. He's checking crash.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Back now in Pittsburgh. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Ohio. Ohio.
Now Hundley. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end Everett. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's into the clear. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bud Dupree in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Flex round.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Back to throw. And that one's complete to Gurley. A good pickup there, a 22. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Dancing to his left. Forced out to his left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The Rams on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Dominic Easley in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. This is a pretty good kick. This is fielded at the 7. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing, Hundley. And that'll be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Here we go. Brand 38.
Back to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Time for a break. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Yeah, that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now Mason. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. It's Manning. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. In motion goes the tight end. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Michael Burton, the fullback, the intended target. And it's second down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now